Hello and welcome to the award-nominated Unfiltered and Overloaded, the podcast where the volume is high, the filters are off, and the vibes are very neurodivergent. This is the space where autism and ADHD run the mic, queer voices take centre stage, and being too much is actually the whole point. We're talking real life, real chaos, real feelings with humour, honesty, and just the right amount of dramatic flair. Expect laughs, hot takes, and conversations that bounce around faster than an ADHD brain at 2 a.m. So buckle up, stim freely, be yourself unapologetically, and get ready, because this is Unfiltered and Overloaded, and episode 13 starts right now.
We're here.
Hey up, how you doing, gorgeous?
I am good. Yeah, I'm good. I've got my shorts on, and let's just say they're bunching in all the wrong places right now, which is not good when I'm on a leather chair, but you know, that's it.
I'm not going to say anything. Last week, I'll tell you. Anyway.
How was the holiday?
Lovely. Did enjoy having the sun. Great group of people. What I didn't expect was to be so sensorially overloaded with being with so many people in and around me all the time. And the restaurant was fantastic with the food. The chef, big call out to Lydia, the chef of Hotel Playa de Vera. She was amazing. There was this whole thing about social engagement with people and being in social groups. And, you know, definitely autistic Annie feeling very kind of overwhelmed at times really came to the fore. And I realised how young autistic Annie is.
Wow.
And she's very serious, very spiritual, that very autistic side of me, quite sensitive, wants to be accepted, wants to be part of the group, doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to try and see people and not always have my sunglasses on, especially around the dinner table, with all the noise, I discovered how appalling my auditory discrimination is.
Yeah.
I hadn't realised I have learnt to lip read. And taking my glasses off, if people had accents or talked quietly or their words were blurred, I was mishearing. And there was times when I interjected, I got joined in the conversation and said something, everyone was looking at me and I said, well, you did say this. Oh, no, I said this, and this. And I thought, I'm not hearing properly. Oh, are you deaf? No, I'm not deaf. With all the noise around me, which I couldn't filter out, added to the auditory discrimination.
Yeah.
So I learnt to look at people. And then I got accused of staring at them.
Yeah. Yep.
And of course, by the time I got to the airport, I was really good in all the crises, got to the airport, all of a sudden, the lights, the noise, the people asking me questions, I went non-verbal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, my flight buddy, because when they said, do you want a wheelchair? And I was going, I couldn't make a decision.
Yeah.
And I could actually feel my body starting to go, like I wanted to sit on the floor. Unfortunately, my flight buddy said, yes, wheelchair.
Yeah.
Put the old woman in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And it was great fun. It was like bloody wacky races. I don't know if you ever saw that childhood. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was mad.
No. This is the kind of topic that I wanted to bring. So you might need your glasses on for this.
No. Oh no, we're going to be talking about education.
Yeah. Okay. Have you education, right? This is the thing. Like when you were talking there about, you've got your drink. Yep, you'll need that.
What's left of it?
Yeah, when you were talking there about the difficulties and how nobody noticed that, and I was thinking about, when we're in school, obviously we know the SEN papers and all these white papers going on at the moment, and we know that like 1 in 6 autistic people, pupils haven't been in school for quite a while now. So what the Department of Education have done, okay, you may not have seen this, so this may be brand new news to you, okay? And you may not even know who this person is, okay? We have got Gemma Collins is coming to fix everything now, okay? Reality star.
Give me an injection.
Everybody is going crazy. This is actually on the Department of Education site, their social media thing now is Gemma Collins going in, telling everyone she is going to fix things that have never been fixed for years. Even when I was in school, nobody even looked at me. This is why I think when I got diagnosed, people don't warn you of the anger that comes when you start going, hold on a minute, I've been around teachers I've been around doctors. Not one person goes, why are they so quiet? Why do they not play with these? Like you said, even when I was in college, my tutor would say to me, oh, I've put your dyslexic blue paper at the bottom because I don't want anybody else to see it. And I was like, but that's my choice. I own my dyslexia. This is who I am. So I'm sorry to say this. I like Gemma Collins, but what the fuck is a
What
reality?
does she mean by fix it? I want to know. I've been reading stuff about, oh, we found something that could fix ADHD. We found something that
Yeah.
could fix autism.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Bugger off.
Yes.
I may have challenges. I may sometimes thoroughly not like some of the things I have to deal with.
Yeah.
But part of the problem is not us. It's the systems that they have made that was for manufacturing and slavery.
Yeah.
So you work people to death. You put machines on 24/7 and it's compulsory. There's no room to breathe. And as people are starting to say, we are the canaries in the mine. They're
Yeah.
going to fix what?
Yeah.
Are they going to fix the system and stop making schools such diabolical places for teachers and children?
Yeah. I hated school because I now know it wasn't a safe space for me. It wasn't safe at all, let alone, okay, the homophobia and all that stuff, put that aside. But actually, what you're talking about when you were talking about the airport reminds me of the examination hall. So, about 50 people all in a row in these rows, desks. If you've ever heard 50 pencils scribbling at once, it's horrific. Not to mention breathing. Oh my God. I mean, I think this is why now, when my partner breathes in a certain way, I just want to strangle him and go, will you just stop? Like, honestly,
Yeah.
that noise, the
Examples were terrible because every little sound echoed.
Yeah.
But also, you get this sense of people all around you. And
Yeah.
I would sit there and all the different energies of anxiety would heighten my anxiety to the point where I was trying to filter it to focus. And I would find that I would literally stop because I couldn't function. And talk about recall. I reckon my cortisol levels were so high, my prefrontal cortex had disassociated. Bye.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's so, when I look back at it now, I go, so I came away with no GCSEs. And I just go, well, no fucking wonder. I'm just even thinking about, okay, 50 people in a hall that is so silent with teachers walking up. Why walk up and down? What are you doing? I can hear your feet, But
Yes.
let alone, okay, let's just put it out there. The smells that people have got, perfume on, Lynx. I can't stand Lynx now because, it's like takes you back to that trauma. That was school for me was traumatic.
It was always hot as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strong perfumes, washing powder. I
Yeah.
hate all the washing powders except for one or two have such strong perfumes in. And I've walked into homes in the past and I just thought, I can't stay here. The smell of the washing powder and all the different room fragrances.
Yeah.
I just couldn't filter it. I couldn't. It was
No.
really hard.
And I think that's the thing, isn't it? Is we can look back now and go, what the fuck were the schools thinking?
I'm still bothered about the fucking fixing it.
Yeah. I mean, we need to, I mean, honestly, you need to look. This is all over the Department of Education Facebook page, all over.
Fixing. Is it ADHD and autism, by the way?
I will read you one of the comments, okay, from the Department of Education. This guy, I think he does ADHD stuff. So yeah, he's an ADHD speaker. Ryan Swain is his name. His comment is, and I agree with this, send families and children are not a PR stunt. We are not a TikTok trend or a punchline for engagement. We're not that joke. I'm not a joke. I'm human. I'm here. I'm working fucking hard at what I do and engaging with people that don't have anywhere else to go, because even I find it difficult to find. Look how long it took me to find you. Yeah. I think this is the problem and we are forgetting, I think Gemma and the Department of Education and people on here are making the comments, and it's right to make these comments. And one of them actually is really hard hitting, and we forget this, that parents and children are actually taking their own lives over how difficult it is. And that makes me upset because
Yeah.
I know how much I struggled in school.
Yeah.
I now know why I couldn't go, why I didn't know how to function. Because these teachers, I know teachers have a hard job, but train yourselves on this. Come and talk to us. We are here. Listen to the podcast. We are all out there telling you we
Yeah.
have barely survived.
I mean, I've just been looking at the overview. They want to spend something like 4 billion investment, getting ECHPs much easier, early intervention without having to fight. I've walked alongside families. I've walked alongside parents who have broken. They've become almost destitute in fighting for their kids.
Yeah.
Marriages break up, all
Yeah.
sorts. I mean,
It
they
is
want to
fucking
they want to
hard.
recruit 6,500 teachers. Well, the teacher's life now, I think the average half-life, I don't know, the half-life was something like, at one time it was about 8 to 10 years, and it's gone down and down and down. I think it's something
Yeah.
like 4 to 5. I've met students who have trained to be teachers, and by the end of their teacher training, they've just said, can't
No.
do it. It's
No.
abusive to children. Not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about getting the plans. That I remember in college, trying to get support was so difficult. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. I ticked the box that said, do you have a disability? I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting someone to suddenly leap in and, like, the A-team to come out and go, okay, this is what you need. I
Yeah.
got nothing. I had to fight for any little thing. And it's like, don't put it on there if what's the point if you're not going to do anything? And they're talking about this education secretary, Bridget Phillipson. I mean, okay, it says here that they're going to make sure that everyone always has an opportunity. Well, I didn't. So what about me? I had no one supporting me on my GCSEs. I didn't have extra time. I mean, what annoys me as well is they say they're going to get all these teachers. Okay, fine. Are they going to be trained? Because what about the support teachers? Because half the time when teachers call for support, no one comes. There's no sensory rooms. We've seen it on Panorama. We've seen it. We know how people like us get treated, dragged across the floor, kicked, punched. That's how we get treated. And that's not what we want. I mean, like you said, we are good when we get into that state of hyper focus. Like, here we are. We've both got careers. We're both doing this. And yet, we struggled. So where is that support?
Teaching assistants. They
Yeah.
need to put teaching assistants back on full yearly salaries and not leave them unpaid over the summer. The amount of teaching assistants that over the summer were preparing materials alongside teachers and in the holidays, a good teaching assistant is worth their weight in fucking gold.
Yeah. But this you use the word there, included, to feel included. And these people, this secretary, I wonder how many people she has gone out and actually spoke to. Don't just speak to one or two. Go out to the people. Come and talk to us. Figure out what's going wrong, what we need. Because sometimes we know what we need. Ask us. Like you said, when you got to the airport, suddenly you go non-verbal. Well, if teachers aren't trained to deal with that, they just go, oh, well, okay, here's another naughty kid. So they're being a pain.
Not everybody knows how to work with someone who's gone non-verbal. I mean, they're talking about, because I did a quick kind of, as you were talking, they talk about making inclusion bases. All schools used to have an inclusion base. But the problem is a lot of kids do not like leaving their peers to go off to the special space.
Yep. And that's what it gets classed as. I had it in high school. You're the special kid. I had to go to the special block for writing. I became the special kid. But there's a really kind of undertone to this is, like I said before, for some people, it's too late. They've taken their lives. They're dead. It's just too late for people. This is too late. And throwing a celeb at it, like, I don't even know if I'd use the word celeb with Gemma. Maybe very nice and she's doing it and more likely getting paid. But what do you know about me? What does Gemma know about you?
They need to walk alongside children. They need to spend a year or have people visit the homes, talk to the parents. I mean, there's even cultural barriers here. There are cultures where having someone disabled is a shameful thing. They want to make access to EHCPs easier so that parents don't lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of their lives fighting for an EHCP for
Yeah.
their children. And it
Yeah.
runs up to the age of 25. So it's got to include universities and FE colleges and apprenticeships.
Yeah. This is
And
it. I mean, even on this thing, like going back to the word that you said, fight the system. And part of the thing that on one of the videos, it's just Gemma saying, just concentrate. Thanks. My ADHD. Look, there goes my ADHD
that's
out
what
the
she
door.
said.
Yeah. Just tell the kids to concentrate.
So I'm seeing some things here that look really positive. But what you're telling me from what she's saying,
Yep.
she sounds clueless.
Yeah. People are thinking it's actually a parody, but this is the thing. I mean, someone's comment here is, this is brilliant stuff. I hadn't thought of just saying concentrate. All will be well now. Well, there goes my ADHD and my autism. It's gone out the door.
Can I just
Well,
ask, did they use the word just concentrate? Just.
yeah. Yeah. This is it. It's the whole thing. Like, you need to have a look. If you go on Facebook, the Department for Education's thing, honestly, I mean, why didn't why did no one ever just say, Kroy, just concentrate?
Just come on, it's easy, everybody. Just think, just walk alongside us, just find out what it's really like. Oh my God, come into my brain and my life, and just you'd be in a psychiatric hospital after a week. I've learnt to live with it.
Yeah, this is it. This is so annoying. I just want people to understand what it's like, and I'm we know that there's spectrums out there, but there are times where I'm like you, where suddenly I can't cope. I had a meltdown about a week ago. I was trying to do something on the computer. My partner was talking at me. Someone else was wanting something else. And I just went, fuck off. I've had enough of everyone. And I nearly took the computer and threw it out the window because I could not imagine doing that we talked about exams with all the noise, the stress, let alone going. And then even if we mention about toilets, I mean, honestly, there are times where I will sit in a meeting and I will really need to go. I can't bring myself to say, excuse me, I actually need to go. I can't do it until there's a gap or the meeting's ended. I can't just end it. I can't butt in. I'm learning, but I don't know. So even in college, when they said we had a circle and they were like, right, you've all got 5 coins. We want you to just butt in and throw them in the middle. Who ended up with the 5 coins left? Me. I hadn't said a word because I don't know how to do that. Yeah. But I mean, all these things at school, we're talking about when we say parents have to fight. Why? Why are we fighting? They should just get it. I want
And
them
I'm
to
sorry,
get it.
but they also need to look at the adults that are out there who have come through the system and have been so brutally. They need to cut the rhetoric about overdiagnosis. They need to reduce the waiting lists so that adults who have got autism and ADHD get diagnosed and the support they need so they can function as parents.
Yeah.
We can function as parents. We can be great parents, and often we are great parents, but we lose it when we have to fight for ourselves, fight for our kids, fight for this. We're fighting on so many fronts.
Yeah. This is just, I
And
mean, it's so, like, I can even feel your tension, and I'm like this, even my fingers, I just, like, let's just put it out there, if for any reason Gemma Collins finds Unfiltered and Overloaded, and
send it to her.
yep, and she wants to come and talk to us and get to know our brains, because I tell you, you have to get to know the people.
Maybe that's what we do. On Facebook, we actually put this and go, Dear Gemma Collins, tag this to Gemma Collins, send it to Gemma Collins. Two professionals who it's not just for ourselves, it isn't just for us. The reason why we've been doing this is because we want people like us, the children, the adults, the parents, those that live alone, those who are now so full of anxiety and depression because we're not allowed to function. We have to go through PIP to such a level that people are just denied left, right, and centre. They want to make a difference. People
Yeah.
with lifelong conditions should have a lifelong benefit. I'm sorry. And if you do that, watch them flourish and contribute in ways to the community that will rock your socks off. Become the artists that do it because we're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Let us be the musicians. Let us be the ones that we are. Let us be who we are. Now, yes, many of us can function in a job But what
Yeah.
they don't see is the cost in our own lives.
Yeah. This is it, that unexplained tax of going out. Like, I can go out and be sociable, but 3 days later, I'm going to need at least 2 days to function. I mean, if I went out to a party, there's been times where I've just opened the door and just fell on the floor and gone, somebody needs to move me because I ain't moving. I'm now trying to process everything that's happened. Job interviews, things like that. Where's the help? Where's the support? Like that guy says, I'm not a gimmick. I'm not here for fun. I'm not here to be played around with. Neither of us are. We're not memes. We're not here to be used and abused. We are people that were left out by the system. We didn't get help, but we've survived. We've kicked, we've screamed, and we're going to do that a lot more.
Yeah.
Right.
It's, I think, oh, I don't know.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
So much bubbling. My
Yeah.
brain is going, what I want to do is I want to do a big shout out for those who really try, the
Yeah.
teachers who try, TAs who try. There are educational psychologists who are overrun. There are people who are trying to get this sorted. I know there are wonderful teachers who don't like the systems. When I look at the curriculum, it is so standardized. And then they say, well, that's what you've got to teach to. But then they do it too differently. They get penalized.
Yeah.
Too creative. I think there is a lot of people with a genuine heart that really, and there are thousands of people who try so hard to make a difference for children in their lives. And for teenagers and for students. Heartbreaking, because we're all really trying. We're the ones that will work the weird hours because we know the students we're working with need weird hours.
Yeah. That's it. We've got to praise those people that are doing the stuff, but not getting the recognition. So
Yeah.
if anyone wants to come on and chat to us, please do. This is what we're here for. I think what we'll do is we'll wrap this one up, but there is more to explode with this. As we always say, put a pin in it. We will be back to this topic because I'm interested to see where it goes. I want you to read some of it, and I'm sure we'll be texting over the next few hours going, oh my God, have you seen this?
I'll tell you what, I think it's been a really good evening. Like, it's a long time since I've got passionate angry.
Yeah. I was like, yep, I've just seen this and it's hot topic. And I was like, yep, I'm going to surprise you as I always do. Yeah.
Well, Kroy,
let's wrap it up.
Okay, as you say, wrap it.
I'm starving now.
I've got today's paperwork and a couple of other things I need to do.
Well, look after yourself as usual.
And you.
All right. Take care.
Look after yourself. Bye.
Bye.